This next speaking tip I want to give you, I actually picked up in a movie. And, it's interesting what impacts you. And the reason I'm going to share it with you is because this actually had a significant impact on me, not only finding messages that I had, but also giving me a path to really discover who I am in life and when I'm on the stage. Now, one of the problems with movie examples is that they get dated. And I was speaking, I can't remember, it was really 10 years ago, and some girl comes up and she says, "All your movie examples are from the 1980s. And I go, "Yeah, so?" And she goes, "Well, I was born in 1992. So this movie example is from 1991. And if you were born before 1975, you probably know the movie. Maybe you've seen it on Amazon or Netflix or something, but it's called City Slickers. And City Slickers is about a group of New York executives that are going through a midlife crisis. Billy Crystal's one of them, and they decide to go on a cattle drive out west and figure life out. And on this cattle drive, the cowboy who's running the cattle drive is an old crusty cowboy named Curly, played by Jack Palance. And throughout the movie, he and Billy Crystal become friends. And there's a point where Jack Palance, or Curly, gives Billy Crystal this piece of advice on what the secret of life is. I'm going to play the little clip for you right now so you can see it as I saw it, and then I'm going to talk to you about that just a little bit. So give me just a second to pull this up. And my bandwidth gets a little thick here with recording on Zoom and playing YouTube at the same time, but here we go.
Do you know what the secret of life is?
No, what?
This.
Your finger?
One thing. Just one thing.
That's great, but what's the one thing?
That's what you gotta figure out.
So it's one thing. And here was the thing for me. I walked out of that movie. And when I saw that movie, I was probably about 33 years old. And I was starting to go through that, feeling that I've lived enough life, it should be coming together, and it's not coming together very well. And I'm searching for the path. I'm searching for, well, what is the meaning? I've done everything everybody told me to do. I still don't feel that fulfillment, that certainty that I want to feel in life. And so I started asking myself, well, what is the one thing? And it took me about 7 or 8 years of asking myself that question. And I always say, it's a little bit like peeling an onion back. You just keep peeling it back a layer at a time. And I kept peeling my onion back, the onion that was me. And I found for me what my one thing was. And it rests at very fundamental, basic principles and beliefs and values that I have in life. It is the fundamental thing I look at when I get challenges, and the idea between success and failure is being contemplated, and what's going to happen, or everything falls apart and you feel like you have nothing left and you fall back on your one thing. You want to know what it is? Well, that's for you to figure out, because you got to find your one thing. And so my challenge to you is just do this. If you could boil life down into one fundamental principle that you felt was sort of the rock bottom principle of existence for you, what would that be? And the thing I experienced was the journey was the interesting thing to get to that, because the journey took me through several layers of values that I embraced, of very important philosophical points that I can speak on, of clear definitions of who I was before I ever hit that one thing. So for yourself, find out what the one thing is. It will, first of all, give you great clarity in life. And second of all, it'll be a great speech topic if you ever want to talk about it. Until next time.